This is Chris, I2, with The Perfect Cat, Behavior Consulting. I wanted to talk to you a little bit today about training your cat to go in the carrier. And we'll be using positive reinforcement training to do this. This is something I've talked about before, but I'll be using a clicker, which is my voice, and some treats to reward my cat for doing things that I ask her to do. So this entire exercise with getting your cat to go in the carrier should be just fun and games. It should just be part of a normal training routine that you do daily or every couple days with your cat. And if you spend a few minutes, then they will look forward to it and enjoy it. When you first start introducing the carrier, you just leave it out in the room and they will be comfortable with it. As you can see, my cat is very comfortable with this carrier, but I'll use her to demonstrate the steps you would take to do the training. So first, your cat has to respond to things that you ask her to do. And we do that by getting her to listen to a target stick or come to and touch the target stick. This is a little stick. You can use anything, a pencil, a little dowel, a chopstick, and you ask the cat to touch it with their nose. I'm going to ask her to come up here. Belle, come. When she touches it with her nose, which she just did, I will click and give her a treat. She's pretty excited to do this because she knows what she's going to get. These are pumpkin treats, which Belly loves, and they are freeze-dried pumpkin. They're only 0.2 of a calorie versus something like Temptations, which is 2 calories, 10 times more. Since she's a little bit overweight, we're trying to keep her calories down. So the target stick, she's been trained to follow the stick, and if I ask her to come on the floor, she'll come on the floor. Bells, come. I can ask her to come back here, and then when you have the cat reliably coming to where you're asking her to go, you can ask her to go into the carrier. So she walks right in after the stick. Good girl, Bells. Come on out. Come on out. Good girl. Click. Click. As you can see, I'm asking her to go to several different places. So the carrier is nothing more than just another location. Now in that case, she didn't go where I asked her to go, so she did not get a click. Good girl. Ideally, you will click every time the cat does the behavior you'd like. Normally, when you're training a cat, you would give them a treat every single click. Because this cat is very well trained and knows what I'm asking, she doesn't get a treat every single time. She just gets it intermittently, which is actually a very powerful motivator. Once your cat is easily going in, and this is like a game for them, you just cover up the carrier and zip it closed for about 2 or 3 seconds, and then open it up. And if your cat is still happy and will eat a treat, good girl, Bells. If she'll eat the treat, then the cat is not scared. The way you can tell if a cat is too scared is by if they won't eat a treat that they normally love. So she is perfectly happy to sit in her carrier. What I would do next with a cat that wasn't very comfortable with the carrier is start to do subsequent steps on subsequent next days. So close the carrier, leave her in for a little bit longer, 5, 10, 15 seconds. Make sure she's still okay by checking with the food test. Good girl, Bells. She seems to be just fine, ate her treat. Her sister wants in. Now, on another day, I would close her up and then I would move the carrier. So just pull the carrier across the bed, move it back, which will give the cat a strange sensation of moving, and then open up the carrier and check and make sure your cat will still eat the treat. And if they still eat the treat, and my particular cat is purring, that means they're still pretty happy with the situation. Good girl, Belle. Eventually, once your cat is comfortable with this step, you just pick up the carrier, hold it from the bottom because you don't want the cat to swing around or be knocked into the door frames as you walk around holding it by the handle. So I always carry the carrier this way. It's definitely more relaxing for them and they have more support on the bottom. So I carry the cat around the house, put the cat back down, and then make sure, again, with the treat, is she happy and comfortable and not afraid? And And if she eats a treat, we can find out. And at this point, I'm pretty sure she will. Yep, she eats her treat. So I'm not going to continue. I'll just tell you the next steps. After you carry the carrier, you can take it out to the car, sit in the car, start the car, and subsequently, if the cat does well for those steps, just continue to drive around the block. And your cat will tell you whether it's okay with them. Always listen to your cat, what they're telling you. If for some reason they're afraid and they won't eat their treat, go backwards a step or two, and you will start at the previous step until they're comfortable again. So that's how you do it, and you don't want their cat to think every time they go in the carrier that it's basically going to be a trip to the vet. That's not fun. You can play with them in there. Anything that will make them happy in their carrier, that's what you should do. Have a great day. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll be back with more tips another time.